What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl wanted to introduce you guys to another video in my Declutter series. So today's Declutter series, I am going to be doing my bronzers. You guys know I have quite a few bronzers, so I decided just to film them by themselves, and this is only the powder. So all of my cheek products, I'm just going to be filming them separately. I'm going to be filming them separately, powder and cream. So do stay tuned if you're interested in seeing my collection of my cream products again, because I may be getting through some of them or decluttering some of them. I haven't actually taken the time to look at them yet, but I will be decluttering them very soon. But yeah, like I said, today I'm going to be doing my bronzers, and for me, I think I did really good. I was very I feel like strategic in picking what I needed and what I didn't. I feel as though this time around this year, I'm really not second guessing myself all that badly. If I made the decision to put it in the declutter bin, I am keeping it there, and I just don't need it. If you're wondering about this look, I really didn't film it, and I did not actually intend to do any videos today. I just got excited, so I decided to film. I just got a package tonight, and I wanted to try out the new eyeshadow primer that I purchased versus my old one. So that's what I did today. In case you're wondering, I would love for you guys to stop and decide which is my new eye. Both eyes are primed with two different primers. One is with the one and one is with the other. If you're wondering really quickly, it's the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. So that, and I used my two palettes that I have in my project pans. I used the Huda Beauty Nude and the Modern Renaissance to create this look. If you want to see a tutorial, just let me know. Super easy, I can get it done. And I think this might be my new kind of everyday work look when I wear makeup to work. But that's like I said, today I'm going to be decluttering my bronzers. I feel like I did really good. And if you're interested in seeing the declutter, let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so as always, this is as good as it's gonna get really on my channel when it comes to overview right now. Maybe when I move, I'll be able to have a different area that I can do my videos, but right now I can only do them on my desk. So this is going to be a bronzer collection declutter. In this collection here, I have all of my single compact bronzers. I am only going to be showcasing in today's video my powder bronzers. Any cream bronzer or anything such as that, I pretty much already showed you guys previously. When I kind of originally first came back, I did a pure cream declutter situation. I will potentially, if I have the time, I will still just go ahead and show all of my creams and make sure that everything that I still have in that collection is what I want. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much. Let's kind of get into it. Sorry for you guys seeing the legs. I gotta prop it up to get a better angle, and this is kind of, like I said, as good as it's gonna get. So yesterday, or yeah, because this will be my third video, yesterday I forgot to show you guys this palette, and this palette is kind of important for a couple of reasons. Mainly because it does have this blush. I did intend to show it, I just completely forgot, to be honest. And this is a Sydney Grace blush in Bunny Ring. At one point this was a go-to blush for me, so that's why it's in this little palette. And this was going to be my next project pan bronzer after I finished the one that's currently in my collection, and this is the Huda Toasted, so that's why it's depotted. Also, I just hated the packaging, so I went ahead and depotted it. Really like this little palette, and when I was cleaning up the underside of my brow after concealing with it, I used this. So that's kind of what was going on with this palette. Alrighty, so I'm gonna take everything out of here. Alright. So this is going to be my decluttering bin, just for you guys to know. And these are all of the bronzers that I have single compact wise. Okay, so let us go through first this one. So this is the one that is currently in my project pan. I am filming this early, so I'm hoping to get even more progress, but I did get quite a bit of progress these last month or so having this in my project pan. This is my e.l.f. Always Spicy blush in my e.l.f. Primer Infused blush and Always Spicy. I do use this as a bronzer. It's a really nice shade. I really do enjoy it. I'm keeping this. Hopefully I will be able to finish this, if not late this year, early next year. Okay, this is not a bronzer. This is a blush, but this is my Natasha Denona Duo blush in Alba. I really do like this, but this is not supposed to be here, so we're gonna just put her to the side. Okay. This is gonna be hard. Okay, so let's talk about these two. These two are similar-ish products. So this one is the Covergirl Queen Collection bronzer. There was only one bronzer in that collection, and then this is the full spectrum Covergirl Sculpt Expert bronzer. I picked them both up because I wanted to see if, like the foundations, they are the same shade, same everything. They pretty much are, except for the Queen bronzer is a little bit harder to pick up in my opinion. This one is easier to pick up, but I do like both shades. As of right now, I am going to go ahead and keep it, even if I move with, I'm gonna keep these. Even if I move with both duplicates, that's okay. This is gonna be one of the harder sections for me to completely declutter, even compared to my my eyeshadow palettes. I'm really excited to declutter those. These are, it's gonna be super hard. Okay, let's go with this. This is the Becca Maui Nights bronzer. Becca is no longer in business, and although I think that this is a pretty bronzer, I like it. I'm gonna keep it. Darn it, I thought I was gonna get rid of that. Okay, let's see. So this is my Fenty Beauty bronzer and Mocha, what is this? Mocha Mommy. I want to keep this to literally fully pan it. As you can see, I have quite the bit of pan, and I also am starting to see the ring on the other side. So I think it wouldn't take me too long to finish this. So I really do want to keep this in my collection to finish it. The reason that I kind of stepped away from it is because it is a fully matte powder, and I'm finding that when it comes to my cheek products, I do like a little bit of satin or sheen to them. So yeah, keeping that. Oh, we're doing a fantastic job. This is another one I know I'm gonna keep. This is the Kosas bronzer in Deep. It smells to high heavens, but it's a really pretty finish, so I am gonna go ahead and keep that. ColourPop, where is she? Which one is she? This is Rodeo Drive. Where's my bits and pieces? Oh, I'm gonna cry. Where is she? Haha. So this is my ColourPop Bits and Pieces, and then this is my ColourPop Rodeo Drive. Now, if we're being honest with myself and to you guys, this is the one I prefer. I really could care less about this one, but once again, we're doing fantastic, and we're gonna keep both of these because I'm a clown, and that's how that cookie crumbles. Okay, we're gonna stop being a clown about this. Are we? Oh my gosh. Okay, here. Caladios Cosmetics, their Charisma Contour Palette. Now, I got this thinking that yes, it was going to be a contour palette, but that I could get away with using this as a bronzer. I tend to do that quite easily, but I cannot. It is purely a contour. This is the bronzer, and this is a decent under eye setting powder. I don't think I'm going to keep this. I think, I can't stand bronze. I can't stand decluttering bronzers. I really can't. This is going in the maybe pile. I don't know if I want to get rid of it. Okay, I think I can get rid of this one. I think this is too dark and too like cool tone. Yeah, this looks like low-key poop on me. I can finesse it, but like no need to finesse it. This is a cheap bronzer anyway. This is from Revolution. It's in their Glow line, the Splendor Ultra Matte bronzer in Deep. I don't like it. So I'm getting rid of it. Okay, all right, we're doing something. Okay, these are two. So these are two from Minted Cosmetics. One is Out of Office, the other one is Yacht Life. So I got these because it's, oh no, I just messed up my nails. See, every bloody time. Okay, so I got these because this is a black owned brand and I always want to support black owned brands, just in general, but also if they have things, of course, that I am interested in. This is the Yacht Life. This is Out of Office. As you can see, Out of Office is super deep and Yacht Life is pretty light. I really wish that there was one in between. That would be my perfect bronzer shade. But what I'm gonna do is actually get rid of, again, Out of Office, and I am gonna, for right now, actually keep Yacht Life. I really, like I said, I shouldn't, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I can layer this with cream bronzer and it'll work out. That's typically what I've been doing anyways lately, so I think I can work with it. I really do. So we're gonna keep that, and you know, that's making me feel a little bit better about everything. Okay, all right, let's see. I have two Morphe bronzers. Let's look at these two. So I have two huge Morphe bronzers, and if I remember correctly, this one is okay and this one was the star. Yeah, okay, so what I'm actually gonna do is get rid of this one. This one is in Phenom, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep Leader. I think they're both really pretty bronzers. You can see this is Phenom and this is Leader, but I'm gonna gravitate more towards this one if I pick it up, to be quite honest. So I am gonna go ahead and keep that. Then we have the Dior Powder in 7in. Honestly, actual clown. This is a neutral undertoned powder, so why I thought this would be a good bronzer for me, I have no idea, but I actually really do like the formulation. So I'm gonna keep this one, and this can be like my dumb decision to keep. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying. Okay, this is another Revolution bronzer. This is their Sculpting Bronzer, so it's supposed to have a cooler tone, but this has a quite reddy undertone. I don't know why they called it Sculpting, but it does have a redder undertone. I actually do like this one, so I am gonna go ahead and keep it. Okay, Marina Butte has 3 products that I have. I have N300 Ebony. Okay, I have 01 Chocolate, and then I have 03 Terra Rouge, whatever. Oop, and I just, great. Okay, so here are the 3 products, and what I will say is this I love because it has a shimmery tone to it, and it's a really nice. This one I like for the undertone, and this one is kind of like an in-between of these two. So what I think I'm gonna do is actually go ahead and keep the 2 smaller ones and get rid of this one. I like them all. I think they're all really nice, but on the products that I can bear to part with, I really need to bear to part with. Like I said, I am anticipating moving in 2022, and although I don't really have a date for that, I do need to start to kind of weed down all of my hobby collections so that it's not as bad when I do end up moving. Okay, all right, my keep pile is overflowing, as to be expected. Okay, this is Deep Bronze from Becca, and I kept this to be kind of the one contour product. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna get rid of this because Becca's not in business anymore, and I really could care less about this, and I'm going to justify by keeping this. That's going to be the one contour product that I keep, so all of the other ones truly need to be bronzers for me to keep them. Okay, let's see. Zoeva. I don't actually distinctly remember loving or hating this. It's a beautiful shade though, at least for me. We'll see. Let's put this in the maybe. I want to see how many I keep before I make decisions. Oh, I was talking about this today. So this is the Jouer Soft Focus Powder. A friend actually bought me this, and I put this here because it's a little bit warmer than my complexion. I am going to keep this. I lost it. I didn't know where I put it. Oh gosh. Okay, this is Natasha Denona Sculpting Powder. I actually think this is a really pretty bronzer, so I am going to go ahead and keep this, and this is in the shade 05 Deep. Hi, chai. This is my Wayne Goss bronzer duo, and this is in the shade Deep Copper. I like it. I don't love it, but I want to keep it. So, you know, that's how that goes. Makeup Revolution. This is the I Heart Coffee bronzer. I think this is a good bronzer. Do I already have a Makeup Revolution? Yeah, I'm keeping this one. Let's see. I don't mind keeping two from them. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, this is an interesting situation. So this is an e.l.f. highlighter and luminous bronze, and I justified picking this up during a no-buy period where I said I wasn't only allowed to basically buy bronzers, so I justified this being a bronzer, and I actually did use this as a bronzer. It actually is really nice. It adds some luminosity to some of these matte bronzers, so I think I actually am going to go ahead and keep this, and hopefully remember to pair it with some of the matte bronzers that I would prefer to have just a little bit of luminosity and just overall bring my face to life. My Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, I really do like this bronzer, so I am going to go ahead and keep that. Okay, Colored Rain. This is their Naughty Spice. Okay, I'm not going to mess up my nails again, so debotting tool to the rescue. Naughty Spice, let's see. It's a very, very smooth, soft powder. It's an okay shade, but not something I'm in love with, so I will go ahead and declutter that. I think some of my friends might get more use out of that one than I. My Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I was just so excited, like an obscene amount of excited that Physicians Formula had a shade that worked for me. I'd always wanted to try this formula because people are always raving about it, and you know, it's okay. I can make it work, but the shade that this is, I don't like this formula enough compared to some of the other ones that may be giving me a slightly deeper shade. So I am going to go ahead and actually get rid of that now. I don't need it anymore. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. Okay, let's see. The Sephora collection bronze, I actually surprisingly really do enjoy this. I feel like a lot of people really sleep on the Sephora brand, and yeah, I'm gonna keep that for now. Okay, all right, we're doing good. We are doing good. Okay, 3 little stacks. Let's get through them. Ignore these. These are already to keep. I just have too many to keep situation. Okay, this is my Nabla Skin Bronzing and Profile. This is another one of those bronzers that I can make work, but really don't show up on my skin tone. They really need a cream bronzer under to really do anything, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep this, to be honest. I like the finish, I like the formula, but it's just not deep enough to really make a dent. This is gonna be in the maybe pile. Maybe. Okay, this is the Makeup Geek bronzer in Burnished. I don't actually know if they still have this shade. Makeup Geek has gone through a couple of rebrands and stuff since I picked this up, and this is kind of on the same lane as this Physicians Formula bronzer. At one point, these were kind of some of the darkest bronzers I could find, and although I do like the formula, it's nice and soft, it's more of a skin-like finish, I don't need it anymore. I have bronzers that can give me this skin-like finish that are deep and kind of the coloring that I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that too. Kylie, so this is the Kylie bronzer in Tawny Mommy. This is the formulation pre her new rebranding and new reformulations and stuff. This is a really, I mean, it's a nice bronzer. I'm not gonna hold you guys up. It's a nice ready undertone, which you guys know I do prefer. I'll put this in the maybe. I wouldn't be sad to lose this, but I wouldn't necessarily just get rid of it just to get rid of it, if that makes sense. So let's see how our numbers are at the end. Okay, NARS. This is the NARS Quirimba bronzer, and this is the only NARS bronzer that actually shows up on me, and so for that reason and that reason alone, your girl is definitely keeping it. I wish that more NARS bronzers showed up on me, and honestly this is a very similar shade to the Kylie and all of the other ones that I'm keeping, so I'm actually going to go ahead and keep this. I care more about that than Kylie, so I'll get rid of that. Okay, all right. Prime Beauty. I was trying to hit pan on this for the longest time. This is one of the bronzers I feel like that I got so much use out of it for my money, and I really do like this shade, so I am going to keep it. If nothing else, just to see me potentially hit pan on her, because like I said, I was using this nonstop, I think for like 9-ish months, somewhere around there, and then I like kind of felt a little defeated, so I switched my bronzer. But yeah, really good bronzer, nice formula, very soft, which is good. Okay, so down to 6, and I don't want to even address those right now. I really don't. Juvia's Place. This is her bronzed palette in dark. This is a really nice palette. I really like it. This is the one that I reach for most, but I can get use out of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this duo. I like it. It's really small, compact, cheap because it's Juvia's Place, and yeah, I really like that. Jouer, oh Lord have mercy. So I can actually get use out of both of these shades, which I prefer this one of course, but I do like this. I think this could be an interesting video to like compare these two. Granted, that's not why I bought them, but just looking at them I can see that. So yeah, we're gonna keep that. And then the Alamar Complex Trio. I really do like this, mainly this shade of course, with a splash of this one there, and this is a nice kind of highlighting powder. So yeah, I am gonna go ahead and keep this as well. Okay, so the 3 that I have been avoiding, oh gosh, Guerlain. I've been holding on to this for years, and I do mean years. The idea, the hope that I would reach for it and get my money's worth. This was not a cheap product, but I am not reaching for it. I am not getting my money out of it. It is the 09 Intense. I'm just gonna finally let her go. It is okay. It is what it is. The Cover FX bronzer duo. The Gucci I actually really do like, so I am going to keep her. She's a really nice ready undertone. It is a matte powder, but once again I could throw in this elf one and it could just make everything good. Plus it's fancy, like it has the power. It's fancy, and I would love to, ooh, maybe one day I should do a video of like all of my most expensive products. That'd be cool. Anyways, okay, so these are all maybes, right? All 3 of these are maybes, and they're all kind of maybes for the same reason. They really don't do what they should, but the finish is where I am lost in the sauce. This radiant side of this Cover FX duo is actually deeper and shows up better on my complexion. It is the weirdest thing, but I really like that. Granted, I'm sure that this elf highlighter that I use as a bronzer is pretty much on par, if not actually deeper, and it is. It's actually deeper than that Cover FX, but you know, justifications and all of that. Then we have the Nabla Powder, which at least the Cover FX shows up. The Nabla Powder just, ugh, okay. And then this is the Zoeva. All right, so now looking at all of these swatched, I don't know, oh my gosh, because the Zoeva is darker and has a reddier undertone, which I do prefer and reach for, and that overall I can combine that radiance into the powder matte a little bit easier. So I like that. I like the Nabla. Now that I see it, it is a darker color than my Cover FX, but I like the radiant side of the Cover FX to potentially offset if like the elf is too deep. Like depending on if we're more in the winter months, I wouldn't want to use the elf to add radiance because it's a little bit deeper than the bronzers that I be. Okay, these are all staying. It's that simple. I'm trash, actual trash, but that's okay. That's okay. So I I'm gonna count up all of the things that I'm keeping, all the things I'm getting rid of, and let's see what our numbers are this time around. Okay, so I am decluttering 10 and I'm keeping 32, which is highly annoying. If you know me, that is highly annoying. So let's see if we can get rid of 1 or 2, because I don't need all of these. I want them, but I don't need them. Don't even need 30, let's face it, but I would feel better about my life if I had 30. All right. Okay, so what I ended up doing is actually getting rid of some of my kind of duplicate brands. So I'm gonna get rid of my Queen Collection bronzer. This is the second Queen Collection bronzer that I've gotten rid of. No more. I don't need to buy it again. It is what it is. And then I'm actually going to get rid of the powder, not the compact, of this ColourPop, and this is in Rodeo Drive. So this is the lighter of the two. I have plenty of the other shades that are very similar in my collection, and yeah, that's good. I feel better going into 2022 with only 30 bronzers. Hopefully, like I said, I will get finished with all right. Hopefully, like I said, I will get finished with this one relatively soon, and then maybe I can knock out my Fenty, and I'll be just continuing to reduce the amount of bronzers that I have. Even though I love bronzers, I just don't need them. I don't need them. So that's kind of how that's gonna go. I'm excited for this declutter. Now I am keeping 30 and I am decluttering 12. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be tomorrow, with another declutter.